NRG, match point on the line for them. A potential 3-0 sweep. Team Liquid, if they want any chances, they're going to have to start the long grind here.
Try to run past the wave and actually make that gank happen anyway, and then you lose that wave and don't get the kill.
Detrimental.
Well, then you're really screwed.
Yeah.
So, you know, they end up playing it a little bit slow, but Pyosik is back here, and Dokla didn't respect it.
Yeah, well, he gets the double slice and dice, but does he flash away? Pyosik doesn't land the second cast of W, but they still have the mobility to lock him down. That's Summit first blood, and he still has able to actually win that pushing war. Got them a lot of those early dragons. If Pyosik is going to find contracts here in the jungle, he's going to W right on in. Palafox first has collapse. AP is going to jump in and try to get as much damage as he can, but now it's in a 1v2. He gets one more rocket jump, but he would have to flash to commit for the all-in, and he's just not going to do that. Contracts gets out a lot.
You also have to remember, Ezreal is actually making the move, and he can assist with his ulti cross map, so NRG are going to have the extra members there, but TL are still kind of playing with the idea of challenging here.
Oh, the smite was early, but Contract still gets it. And they just force the front line to back away into the jungle quadrant. CoreJJ finds a two-man stun, but they already lost Summit and Pyosik, so APA, what can he do? He's not going to be able to reset on any of these guys. It's all 5 members here from NRG, the 5-man unit committing, and Dokla gets a triple kill on top of it.
Yeah, TL just making
them to go slow, so they try to up the things and the pace in game 2. You saw how that one went, and now Pyosik is going to try to catch out Dokla. He still has a flash, but he would have to slice and dice through 2 people. He's not going to burn it. It's a huge shutdown. It does go over to Pyosik, which is not the greatest thing in the world if you wanted that gold bounty to go to a carry. As a mid lane, all in from Palafox, is able to answer back and gets the solo on APA.
Palafox getting one back, as you say. It's been back up top. They get a kill, they get a shutdown, they get a turret, and he's just repeating over and over and over towards Dokla. That let them get the tower. Now it's going to get a flash.
And this might be good here for NRG because now they have reinforcements coming. All 5 members sinking into the top side of Team Liquid. Pyosik already flashing away at one Arctic Assault, but Contracts is there with the twisted advance, and Pyosik's got nowhere to run. Someone is just jumping in with the counter strike, but he's got no more mana to play with. CoreJJ is there just as a meat shield. And so Pyosik will fall. It looks like APA will try to bounce back with turret destruction in the mid lane.
As possible,
yeah.
Work on towers, and I mean, this turret's gone too. So now Dokla's got to be a little bit careful.
CoreJJ is in Summit's left flank here. Looks like Contracts is farming up this blue buff. Dokla taking a lot of damage, trying to catch him. He does! The counter-strike clipped him on the back end of that slice and dice with a well-timed flash, and Summit is able to get the solo.
Now by quite a lot here, and he is almost 1,500 gold up on Dokla. He just took both the tier 1 towers, then got a kill, and now Summit looking for the flank here. NRG are going for an engage, but Summit's behind them. This could go bad.
Yeah, Pyosik already threw out the Glacial Prison. Yawn onto Killer Instinct, forcing FBI to flash. APA needs to find a target. He's only hitting Ignar right now, but they collapse onto the front line, and they force the back line of NRG off, so nothing that the front line of NRG could do to handle Team Liquid's comp. That's a huge team fight win for Team Liquid.
TL destroy.
But Yawn was able to pick up a lot of gold during all those times they collapsed on the top side of the map, and Dokla's just dead again.
Yeah, nice kill again. And I want to see TL continue to do this. This is working so well. But very quickly in a position where Dokla isn't even going to be safe under his tower. He can start to ignore him, just walk forward and hit the turret in his face. FBI maybe going to get solo kill by Yawn.
He finds an angle.
Do we just start the Baron?
And it just comes down to what you and the lounge were talking about. Team Liquid. It was never necessarily a problem with their draft. It was the execution and how coordinated were they in the mid game, into the late game. Do they want to bring someone over for this fight? I guess they want to force the 5-on-5. They look for APA once again. Palafox, huge snipe, and FBI cleans it up. And now they engage onto the front line. They just make short work of CoreJJ. Team Liquid cannot pursue this one. NRG back to the Baron.
That was a big time play there from Palafox. He knocked APA out of his rocket jump with the hammer form E there. And Yawn now in trouble.
Yawn is also in danger of dying, flashing away, using the killer instinct as well, but Dokla's waiting in the fog.
Summit.
Yawn gets flashed on cleanse. That's Dokla. Big Doke shows up huge. Yawn gets taken out. Summit is now into the back line looking for Ignar, but he goes into FBI and he takes him out. Does he have the mobility? He might have enough ability hits to get out of this one, but the stasis, I don't think he's getting out of this one. Palafox is able to shoot him safely over the wall. That's the number advantage once again for NRG.
They are pinging back into the Baron, but it's starting to get a bit dicey. I mean, you don't have...
This is where Team Liquid, you know, they could commit to the split push, but they feel the pressure. They feel the need to try and fight NRG in this Baron pit. And they have multiple flanks. Spatial Prison lands true onto Dokla. They try to get the Counter-Strike stunned down. CoreJJ already falls. Yon going in with the Killer Instinct, but doesn't find enough damage onto Dokla. Pioshik has to lead the charge again, but he is the only front line left. As APA, Rocket jumps in, finds one reset, looks for Palfox. Palfox stops him in his tracks and punts him out of the sky. Void Seekers will land true on...
Well, you know, this guy is new to the LCS stage, and now Core are going to get caught out.
Yon is here for the follow-up, though. Dokla losing a lot of HP, but they can't follow up anymore. But Killer Instinct into the Void Seeker blinks out Dokla, but APA is caught out. Once again, Palfox, but he gets blown up by Yon, saving his other mid laner. And FBI is now on the run as well. Contract's trying to fend them off and be a deterrent, but they lose Ignar in the process of it. For the first time, Team Liquid, they have the number advantage, and they're going to look to pressure the Baron.
Yeah, they're going to move over to the Baron here. That TP from Summit made all the difference. Found the Counter-Strike on both FBI and Palafox. Palafox is TPing in too, but you do not want to be TPing in on top of that Jax. Great sidestep there from APA on the ulti from FBI. I think they have everything they need to finish it.
Contract still has Flash, he has Smite. Can he get in there? The Q flash, it's not in time! Pioshik secures the Baron. They take, but that could have been close.
Yeah, that's actually pretty big. They get that ulti offset 20 as well, but look at Summit. He's just ignoring him. He's going to kill the tower in his
but
face.
APA gets blown up! Team Liquid now have to fight this one out. Yon still has both of his summoner spells available and he can deal damage, but he has to rely on CoreJJ and Pioshik to frontline for him, but he looks for Contract. Killer Instinct over the wall. He still has a Flash available. FBI closes the distance though, and Yon is gone! FBI takes him out, but someone's got to teleport to deal with someone who is in the base. It takes out the inhibitor. Pioshik buys some time, but FBI and Ignar looking to cut him off. He's going to look to join up with Summit, the person that he put the Knight's Vow on. Maybe he can look to get some damage.
The center of the wall!
Oh, but it's the teleport coming back in. They've closed all around them, and there's nowhere else for Summit to go. Palafox sends him to the skies. A three-man counter-strike to Summit! Outplays it! And he takes out FBI. He ward off over the wall. No way he gets out of this one, right? The Q stun doesn't land. And Squid's chances alive in this series has led to them now pushing into the base of NRG with only 2 exposed Nexus turrets left between them and Team Liquid, taking Game 3 into their own hands.
And NRG doesn't have a lot of their engage tools. There's no flash on Ignar, there's no flash on Contract, no ult on Contract, so there's not really any angles. They can't even poke here because there's a million minions, and TL have got everything they need to try to close this one out.
And Summit's just so tanky. He walks up, gets a Counter-Strike and a couple autos on Dokla. They get the 2 Nexus turrets easily. Team Liquid are not done yet, folks. Contracts goes in on the APA, but they make short work of the front line. They jump back on the APA, but he still survives, and Summit can just whack and bonk on the Nexus to close out the game. Palafox and FBI do everything they can for the last stand, but this one goes to Team